Hello, I have just woke up here. So last night I also dreamed about eating candy, junk food. I dreamed that I was eating some of that Trader Joe's candy that I filmed for you yesterday. And the thing about these dreams, the sucky thing about these dreams, is that in the dream, I actually believe that I'm doing it. And so I was eating this candy and like, I get so mad at myself because it's like, I'm only 3 days into this Whole30 and I'm already fucking it up. But like last night I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna keep eating it because I'm committed. I'm vlogging about it. So I'm just gonna have to talk about the candy I ate. And then it's like every time it happens, I can't tell when I'm dreaming, which is one of the reasons I'm convinced I'm never going to be able to do the whole lucid dreaming thing. I don't know how you people can tell when you're dreaming. I think I've been able to tell I was dreaming like twice, and the only time I remember being in a dream and thinking, oh, I'm dreaming, I can do whatever I want, I took a nap. So today I have the day off and I got things I gotta do, but I also am gonna make quiche for you and show you how I made that quiche, because everybody, well not everybody, but like 2 or 3 people were like, that quiche though! So here's something I keep forgetting to talk about, and it's probably hard to see in this lighting, but it is my eczema. It has popped up pretty bad on this knuckle here, but over the past 3 or 4 days since I've been doing the Whole30, it has started to chill out and heal up. It was really aggravated and had been oozing a little bit, but now it is calming a lot down, which just reminds me that when I eat a lot of sugar, my eczema tells me my body doesn't like it. It kind of looks like a little elephant. Well, I still haven't made my quiche. I was gonna make eggs for breakfast, but I waited too long to do that and started getting hungry. So I had more apples with almond butter. I had 2 apples with almond butter, and I definitely noticed while I was eating them the same kind of like brain triggery things happening as when I sit down with like ice cream or chips or something. It's like, oh, I'm gonna eat something delicious, and it's gonna be like this almost ritualistic thing, like I'm gonna eat the thing. That being said, I had those apples and almond butter maybe like 2 hours ago, and I'm not really hungry right now. Like, I still want to go in and make the quiche so that I can have it for the video, but I don't feel the hunger pains or just like that desperate wanting to eat. I'm also not going to beat myself up about it too much because I'm sort of employing an aspect of another program called I Quit Sugar by Sarah Wilson. So during that program, week 1 is called Crowding Out, where instead of eating mostly sugar, you're eating mostly fats. I'm not gonna beat myself up about nut butters for the first week I'm doing this, because my body is still getting used to not having sugar, and if eating a bunch of almond butter helps me not think about food for a few hours, then I'll take it. Okay, we're gonna make this quiche, which according to Green is not a quiche. What else is traditionally in a quiche? Doesn't a normal quiche have cheese?
I mean, your base quiche is basically just eggs whipped with some cream, and then you add whatever you want to it. It usually involves some sort of protein and some sort of cheese.
So we're not gonna have any cream or any cheese or any crust, because none of that's Whole30 compliant. It's mostly just a bunch of eggs and then whatever else that you want to throw in it. I'm modifying this recipe from Practical Paleo. The original recipe calls for like zucchini and some other thing that I'm not putting in here. The only connective tissue is the fact that it's eggs. I've got all my mise en place here, which means I've got all my stuff. It's crazy how much that matters in cooking not being a horrible experience. Up until recently, I've really hated cooking, and I still don't enjoy cooking, but I'm better at it, and the food I make is edible. I've got salt and coconut oil and Italian seasoning, and then I've got spinach, onions, and garlic, and then the rest is just eggs. I apologize about the state of the cooking vessel I'm using. I tried really hard to get it clean, but it just wasn't gonna happen. I'm gonna start out by greasing the pan. The original recipe says to like mix up your egg and vegetable mixture in another bowl and then dump it in your greased pan but I don't feel like getting 2 dishes dirty, and that might help it stick less, but whatever. That's the end of the coconut oil. I did that. The cracking eggs is the most fun part, but before we do that, we gotta prepare our vegetables. So I'm gonna just take a bunch of spinach, chop it up, and put it in my veggie bowl. This quiche is one of the first times I have ever gone off recipe. This is probably not how you're supposed to chop spinach. It is how I chop spinach. I'm gonna put that in my little bowl. And now I'm gonna do the onion part. Green actually taught me how to chop an onion. Cut this in half. My hands are gonna smell like onion and garlic for the next 3 days. Sometimes when I'm cutting onions and they're making my eyes water, I think about how it's like a defense mechanism of the onion and how the onion's trying to like protect itself, and I'm just soldiering on, hacking away at it. Will no one think of the onions? Okay, now I've got my spinach and my onions in a little bowl, and now I'm gonna add 3 cloves of garlic. Ah, my eyeballs. I'm gonna cut off the ends, and then I'm gonna do the garlic smashing thing like Anne Burrell. Except I'm gonna be extra terrified of the blade of the knife. And then this just comes off. Cooking! Gonna put all that in with my other stuff. So now is the fun part where we get to crack all the eggs. We're just gonna crack all of these eggs, this whole entire thing. So now I'm just gonna add all this stuff to the eggs.